They don't get into prison yet unless their name's written in the...
Hello, Tamara. I do believe, look at this. It says, since when is noise, torture, abuse, harassment, and trying to overthrow our democratically elected government peaceful? I don't believe that's peaceful. You're up. That's fine. Lucky cord, sweetheart, you're gonna need it.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tamara.
I just felt like they wanted everybody to come together and tell the government that we were tired of the mandates, and that was it. Like, there were no, like, oh, she was always stressing no violence, no, there's peace, like love, peaceful protest.
Robert Krajcik here in Ottawa, Ontario for Rebel News on day 7 of the Tamara Leach and Chris Barber trial. The duo are being charged with crimes associated with their organizational efforts in the 2022 Freedom Convoy. The charges are mischief, obstructing police, intimidation, and counseling others to mischief and intimidation. So the proceedings today concluded with the defense introducing some of its own evidence to challenge some of the prosecution's framing of events. They played several short videos that Barber produced himself and published to his TikTok profile, in which he was speaking to his supporters, advising them how to conduct themselves. He emphasized the need for peaceful assembly over and over and over again, repeatedly telling people who want to come down to Ottawa and support the convoy to maintain peaceable assembly, not to be belligerent, not to agitate locals. He called for them to cooperate and compromise with residents because he said, this is basically a quote, that the Ottawa residents did not ask for this demonstration, but the government did. He also repeatedly called on his supporters, the demonstrators, to coordinate and cooperate peacefully with police. Now, the first half of the day was consumed by a video being introduced into evidence by the Crown, and the video was a 2022 press conference held by Barber and Leach with some of their volunteers for the Freedom Convoy, speaking to media and again speaking to their supporters about what they wished to see happen, what they were expecting. This press conference occurred towards the end of the Freedom Convoy before it was put down forcefully by police officers, and they were sort of expressing their worries, their concerns over what they thought might happen, including military intervention via Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and also a warning from then Mayor Jim Watson, who threatened to arrest anyone who would provide food or fuel to the truckers and their families. Remember, this Freedom Convoy occurred in the dead of winter, so any sort of interdiction of food and fuel would be very difficult for those protesters who came out of town, who were staying with their families in their trucks, which included young children.
I was very pleased, obviously, to see the police be much more proactive over the course of the last 24, 48 hours. As you know, they shut down this fuel depot that was operating out of our baseball stadium. They removed the shack by the Confederation Park and the Rideau Canal, and they issued over 400 tickets, I believe about 7 arrests. They're no longer allowing fuel to go into the red zone, which is the area right in front of Parliament Hill. First of all, it's a danger to have all these fuels, including propane, and open fires. But secondly, we're not interested in making life comfortable for those people who are blocking roads illegally in our city.
Now, we were fortunate enough to speak with some people who attended here. We'll go to that now. And please, if you want to stay up to date with our coverage, visit tamaratrial.com.
Hey, honey buddy. How's it going? Tamara, can you explain how it's peaceful? Can you explain how it's peaceful?
Hi, Amber.
Good afternoon. From anyone. No one?
So I'm here with Jen, Canadian, told me she attended the Freedom Convoy for a couple of days, and she's going to be gracious enough to share with us her observations in terms of what she saw, the atmosphere, the vibe, how it was for you. How was it for you?
I just felt like so much love when I came down. Like, everybody was smiling, just like, you just felt like you're all family, to be honest. Like, I came all by myself. I brought some bananas and apples down for everybody, and I just felt love.
So I'm here with Rich, who's being kind enough to speak with us for a moment. Rich, why are you here today? What are your motivations for being right here, right now, outside the courthouse during this Tamara Leach Chris Barber trial?
Well, I've been here for 600 and some days. I've been here at the earlier releases of Tamara and Pat, and also a few other of the Freedom family. I call it La Familia. So we are many out here today, and we're looking basically that the public will know the true facts. And even up here today, for example, when they came out, we greeted them with applause because we really appreciate them. We appreciate the respect and what they're bringing to not just Ottawa or Ottawa, Canada, but the whole country and people around the world. Because right now we have a judge, when I'm observing, she is being very analytical. She's making sure it's fair on both sides. And that's really, really important. So seeing the Crown and the defense be able to speak clearly, but she's being what she basically is a gatekeeper, but well done on both sides. And that's what Canada's supposed to be all about. And I'm really grateful to be here with many people of the Freedom Family Familia and for all of Ottawa, so they'll know who we are.
So we're here with Lawrence Greenspan, attorney for Tamara Lich, and I wanted to ask you, in your professional experience, what you might have seen with respect to mischief charges in the past in terms of what sentences you've seen handed out, how they may or may not relate to what we're seeing here, if that's not too much of a tie-in to this trial. Can you remark on your experience or knowledge of mischief convictions or sentencing?
Yeah. Mischief is a low-level criminal charge, but it is a criminal charge. And Tamara Lich has already spent 49 days in jail. And there's a lot of time, a lot of court time, and a lot of resources being spent on this prosecution. That's as much as I can give you.
Your motivations for being down here. Why did you come down here? What's your interest in this trial and being here right now?
I just wanted to show my support for everybody, for Chris and Tamara. Really, I haven't had the chance to come down yet, and so I'm down here today. And I just wanted to show my support in any way that I could.
So, Rich, 2 follow-up questions. You said you're thankful for what Tamara Lich and Chris Barber are bringing to us.
Yes.
What are they bringing to us?
Well, they're bringing the fact that as Canadians, we have the right to rally. And in this case, recall it was extremely peaceful. There's a gentleman that told me a lot about, a country in France, where all the situations that we've gone here for the last couple of years, there would have been a lot of uproar, a lot of physical things that could have been damaged or broken, and things escalated with lack of respect towards authorities. Do you know that in Ottawa, not a single glass was broken, not a single truck was burned? There were hugs, there was food, there was shoveling of snow. People have come together from all walks of life, and their integrity is sound. And what's key about being sound is that these 2 incredible souls and many others that have stood up, it is all about peace. And I think right now in history, this is going to be something that's going to go around the globe. This is Ottawa, Canada, but it's for the whole world to fully understand what's going to take place.
Does the Crown have to provide defense counsel with its desired sentencing at this point, or is that only in the future in the event of conviction?
That would be something that they would let us know what their position is later on if we ever get to that. Hopefully not.
I just felt like they wanted everybody to come together and tell the government that we were tired of the mandates, and that was it. Like there were no she was always stressing no violence, just peace, love, peaceful protest.
I'm going to tell you, it was very well respected. Like the access it was there, and then imagine watching people shovel even the sidewalks. I'm talking about go down Metcalfe, and you would see the amount of respect. Even garbage was being picked up. So from A to Z, it's been done respectfully. All I understand is that, let's just take honking, for example, honk honk. I understand those who are living around here within reason because I lived in the area. But we're much larger than honk honk. We're talking about the choices to put certain things in one's body or not, the discernment. The same thing if you take true science, let's compare facts, accurate facts. And by doing so, it should become a win-win for all people. And it's no longer just Ottawa, Canada. The reason I repeat this is because this is for the world, for all people, all Cree, all races, everyone, and everybody from any level of education. This is very important what's taking place. So let it become that the truth will be revealed, And if there are certain circumstances from left or right, for example, that we will come out peacefully. It's very, very important. Just like they've said, let it be peaceful. We're going to have peaceful. This is repeated in many, many films. And I believe, take a look at the people here, we're very peaceful as well.
Dear Rebel News audience, in order for us to keep providing this on-the-ground reporting and coverage to you that you're not going to get anywhere else, we need your support. Please contribute to us. Visit TamaraTrial.com.